Hey YouTube, this is Chosen, and I just want to do this video to let you guys know how to stop getting baited into arguments. So I'm doing this video in the dark because I just got out the shower and I'm laying in the bed, and it really doesn't matter, any visual. It just really matters what I'm saying to you right now. For those of you that like visuals, there'll be videos in the future with more visual in it. Let's get down to business. So, this is how you stop getting baited into arguments. First of all, what you need to understand is when someone is trying to argue with you, they're really trying to transfer energy, negative energy, over to you that they have stored up inside of them. So, I just wanted to let you guys get that clear. Arguing is a way of latching on and sucking energy out of the other person. If someone is feeling negative, low vibrational, not so good about themselves, they are going to be projecting their own stuff onto the outside world. And if you happen to be in the immediate environment of someone who is in the process of trying to project their inner turmoil out onto others, then you're going to fall victim to being sucked upon, which is being baited into an argument. I mean, I know you guys probably have heard of energy vampires. I believe arguing is what an energy vampire, or even a regular person that's low frequency vibration, that's not too good about them, doesn't feel too good about themselves, what they use as a tool, and a lot of times without knowing it. Some people do know that they're doing it, but others are doing it unconsciously. So the first thing you need to do is realize that you are a mirror. And when I say this, I mean that the person is going to tell you what it is that they feel about themselves at that moment. So, if I feel ugly inside, just for example, if I feel ugly inside and I'm trying to transfer that energy, I'm literally going to project it out to someone else. So I'm going to literally see the ugliness that I see in myself in someone else, which means now I'm going to literally look in the mirror and see my ugliness. So I'm saying this to say that when someone's arguing with you, pay attention to the words that they're saying to you, what they're getting defensive about, what it is that they are trying to convince you of. Because 100% of the time, this person is trying to convince themselves of the thing that they're trying to argue with you about. Hopefully this makes perfect sense. Just think of an example of someone is drunk and they feel out of control. They have no control over their alcohol. So what they're going to do is find a way to grasp for control of you in order to mimic the want and the want of the ability to want to control themselves. They're going to try to control you instead because they feel out of control themselves. So I don't know if this makes sense to you guys, but listen to the words that the person is saying to you and imagine them standing in the mirror. Imagine you as a glass mirror and them standing in the mirror saying it to themselves. Now realize that it takes two people to argue. So what you need to do here is literally just block any and everything that they're saying and say to yourself, this is how they feel about themselves. Every statement they make, say this is what they're feeling about themselves. The more angry they get and the more irate they get, just realize that they're that angry and irate about how they feel about themselves. They are literally projecting. This is what we do as human beings. We project. We are the projector. Whatever is in our inner world, we're projecting and painting the outer world with our inner self. That's why it's being said that you have to have happiness on the inside. If you feel miserable, your surroundings, your world will be full of misery. For example, if you say, "Oh, I hate waking up in the morning," then everything that happens in the morning will be things that you hate. Why? Because your inner world is miserable about the morning. Now, if you say to yourself, and you're not just saying to yourself, feel inside that the morning is a wonderful thing and you feel grateful to be awake, you're going to have the most blissful morning that you possibly can. I know I'm getting off topic, but I just want you guys to understand that it is not personal. What the person is arguing to you about is not personal. Get rid of the want and the need to defend your point of view. The law of detachment. Don't even think that it even matters. Allow that person to have their own opinion and project their own stuff and let them shadow box with themselves. When I say that, they're boxing with their own shadow. Let them shadow box with themselves. So, to get back all the way to the topic, how you can stop from getting baited into an argument with somebody: silence. Complete and utter silence. And in your mind, they're going to be pushing every single button, emotional buttons, manipulative buttons, any button that they possibly can to get a response out of you. And with that response, it's going to fuel them. Take away the gas from them. Do not fuel them. Let them shadow box with themselves. If you literally remain silent and unaffected by the words that are coming out of their mouth, you will see them literally argue with themselves. And when I say argue with themselves, they are going to be projecting their own inner thoughts to themselves, and you're going to be able to see what's going on inside of them by how they are trying to project it onto you. It is not personal. It doesn't matter. If you have to be in the situation where you have to actually remain in a space with the person while they are trying to bait you into an argument, remain silent. Remain silent. Take a deep, deep breath and just remember they're talking to themselves. Unless you engage, then now they're going to be bouncing and getting energy off of you. Do not allow them, do not give them gas, do not give them fuel. Let the fire burn out. And keep your calm composure. It is difficult to do, but if you just remember that this person is projecting onto themselves, they're shadow boxing with themselves as long as you do not react. Thanks, everybody. Have a good evening.